Welcome to In Pursuit with Pastor Bill.
Hey, I'm just a simple guy in pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, wild game, fish that swim under the ice, tender smoked meat, tasty grilled meat, and Denise.
In this hour, we are going to be talking about all of that and a whole lot more. Bill has been with Maranatha since 2005 and the campus pastor at Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus since 2011. Come along and join In Pursuit.
Yes, indeed. Come along and join In Pursuit. It's great to have you all with us here today. I hope you're out there in listener land. I just look forward to it. We're doing. I'm a little distracted because we're trying something a little bit different today. So let's just check in and see who all is here. So my name is Bill, and I'm here.
My name is Denise, and I'm not there.
My name is Alice, and I'm here.
I'm James, and I'm here.
Super fun. So Denise, you're not here. So we're just trying out this new phone thing.
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm not there.
Yeah, it's so great. Yeah, that's awesome. This works pretty good, you guys. Just having her on speakerphone.
It's not quite the same.
Hear.
Yeah, it's definitely not quite the same.
Other than you.
Yeah, you can only hear me. You wouldn't believe what James just said, but so it's good that you're not here. Yeah, that's great. Well, we sure miss you here, but this is fun. Thanks for letting us call you.
Yeah, I miss being there.
Yeah.
I like doing the radio show with you.
Yeah. Well, keep your phone handy because you never know.
You never know. I'll have it right with me the whole time.
That's great. Well, yeah, I suppose you'll know because you'll be listening. So
I had you on, and then you said you were going to call me, so I had to shut it off, and so I'll get it back on again.
That's good. Well, hey, I'll talk to you later, honey. I love you.
Okay, I love you too. Have fun.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that worked.
Nice.
That's kind of cool, right?
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's great. Now we can have a call-in show.
Yeah.
Although that's a little bit nervous because there's no filter. Yeah, maybe we won't do a call-in show.
Well, I don't know. We have the atomic bomb button out there.
Yeah. I don't know that we want to know what that button does. Yeah, that's great. Well, it's good to be here with you guys. Denise just has the day off, so she's not with us. But that's okay. We're going to make it.
Yes, we are.
We'll make it. Denise and I don't spend a lot of time apart, so and mentally it throws everything off for me. It's interesting.
It throws everything off for Denise, too, when you're not there.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's wonderful. It's wonderful what it's like. Yeah, we love it. We absolutely love it. So, as always, if you're out there and you are listening to us, please send us a text. Chris texted Denise to let us know that she was listening. This is Chris, Denise's friend that's over in Wisconsin with the good beef. Yeah, we like Chris. Yeah. I would think for some samples we could do some kind of a plug, right? We're all about samples.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but anybody else, please give a call or not a call. I got to get call out of my head now. Shoot us a text and let us know you're listening. And as always, if you happen to listen later, and nobody's done this yet, but I hope somebody does. If you listen to any of the shows here, the podcasts that come out of this radio station, if you listen in podcast form later on, please email us and let us know. The radio station has an email at wajc@yourliferadio.com. And so it's just good to know there's people out there listening. And I know people listen to the shows, but send us a message, give us your thoughts or comments or whatever you'd like to. You can email bill@realchurch.org about this show, and we would like to be in touch, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We do.
We like talking to people.
Yeah.
We do, which is an interesting thing to like people. It is. Although I'll say this, we're going to get to this in a while. There does come a time where it's like, I just want to go walk in the woods, or I just want to stand alone in a field, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I usually had a rock that I would sit on in the middle of a birch wood.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Good to have a place like that. Just a peaceful place.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest daughter, Madison, she does great in crowds. She's very social, very kind, sweet, and everything, but she is 100% okay, I'm done. I need to refuel, like some people, they love and when they're around crowds, it just fills them up. She's totally I'm good now. I need my downtime. I need to sit on the couch, or I need to take a nap, or just.
Yeah.
I'm that way too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a real thing. I think it's good to know yourself, to realize, okay, I'm kind of losing it a little bit here in this crowd. Time to leave and get away. Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about food. We're going to be kind of all over the place today, but I like this little food segment. I actually get excited now at home when we're cooking things. I get excited to talk about it because that's what I'm always thinking about. So the other day, let's see, what were we making? I think we tried smoking some pork loin ribs. And so we got them from the store. They were on sale, and they were already cut in sections, so it wasn't like a rack of ribs. It was sections.
Okay.
And I had never made them before. So we threw those on the smoker, and they turned out pretty good. I mean, they were a little dry. They're different sizes, and I had never done it before, so I'm excited to play with it.
Yeah.
Flavor was good. We just, I think we just salt and peppered them. That's all. But they were good. But while we were cooking those, Denise had a great idea. So she made a meatloaf. Put it in the little, meatloaf pan. I don't even know what that pan is called. Put it in there and seasoned it and stuff. So we put that in the smoker while we were making the ribs. And that meatloaf was just unbelievable. Like, it was absolutely delicious, in my opinion.
So could you taste a lot of the smokiness in it?
Not a lot, no. They'd had a little smoke ring on it. When you smoke something, it gets that little red ring around it. So it did have that red smoke ring on it, but it was very moist. We tempted, I think we cooked it, and it was just made out of beef burger. So she mixed it up, put it in there, and then we probed it, and we heated it, I think, to 160 or 165, and we pulled it out, and it sat for a little bit, and it was so moist. I mean, it was like you cut it, and the juice came out of it.
Oh,
yes. It was very, very good.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that was a very fun thing to do. And then the other day, one of the days it was hot out, we were going to have pizzas. I think grandkids were over or something. So we actually we heated up the smoker, and I'd never done pizza before. Here's funny. When you have the smoker, and then there's like the pan that all the juice and everything drips down on.
Yeah.
And of course that pan gets dirty and stuff. And I clean it every few times. I don't clean it every time.
Sure.
So we're going to make the pizzas, and so I crank it up to 375. And so the smoker is getting nice and hot. And I haven't cooked anything. I haven't cooked anything at that heat yet in the smoker. Mm-hmm. So I cranked this up, put the pizza stone in and a cookie sheet and what we're going to put the pizzas on to preheat them. And then I shut it, and I come walking out, and you want to talk about smoke. Like if you've ever dripped something in your oven, and then, you get that black, and then you turn your oven back on again. So it was that times about 10, because this little drip pan thing is covered in this stuff from smoking all the stuff we make.
Oh my gosh.
And then you turn the heat up, and it's just burning this, and it was like, I'm glad this thing is outside.
Yeah.
Did it smell like burnt stuff?
A little bit, but like that smell when it's outside, I don't mind that smell.
Yeah.
In the house, I'd have been freaking out.
Yeah.
But outside, I was like, this isn't bad, So anyway, we made these pizzas. We just had frozen pizzas. I like. I think I got Hedgie's pizza.
Oh.
We got a couple of those. Those are good pizzas in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And then one of our granddaughters was over. She got she wanted a cauliflower crust pizza with veggies and cheese on it. Yeah, I think I've had those before, and I don't think they're terrible, like for gluten-free options. Mm-hmm. So we had these 3 pizzas on there anyway, and we just put them in, kept it at 375, and watched them just like you would in an oven. And they turned out super good, and
That's awesome.
They had a little bit of smoke flavor on them.
Yeah.
Which we really liked. Yeah.
I do calzone in our fake egg,
Oh yeah. Yep.
and they taste so good.
Really.
Oh yeah.
You can taste the smoke in it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant because we were planning on having these pizzas, and Denise had the idea of like, hey, what if we make these in the smoker, because the smoker's outside, so you don't have your oven on at 300-400 degrees.
Yep.
Heat in your house is like, That's brilliant, you know. So the pizzas turned out good, and the pork was okay. The pork chops or the ribs. I'm excited to try a full rack. I haven't made a full rack on the smoker yet, so I'm excited to try that. I know Megan texted that she's listening. I know those guys, Megan and Johnny, are kind of masters at smoking, and so I'm excited to try ribs. But the meatloaf was out of this world.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Now I want to try that.
Wow.
You really should. It was, and that's the thing I kept telling Denise, and you guys know when I say something, I say it 100 times. Like, I don't say something once. I don't know how many times that day I just thought it was brilliant to make these in the smoker, you know. And then even when we did the ribs along with the meatloaf, it was brilliant because like you're using power, you're using a source.
Yeah.
Why not use it to its fullest capacity, you know? And actually then the night we had the ribs and the meatloaf, she also had taken a zucchini, cut it in half and cleaned the seeds out, and then we were going to throw that in the smoker as well, but because of the time frame, she ended up making that in a pan on the stove with water, and then she puts, you know, seasoning, and there were tomatoes and cheese and stuff on that zucchini. I really like that. Like she's come up with some amazing ways to utilize all the zucchini, because zucchini is everywhere right now.
Yeah,
it's insane. So, yeah, so that's been kind of fun. Denise texted, Chris understood my hint. She's going to get us some more meat. That's great. What else do I need? I could hint a lot of things. So, hey, speaking of food, though, I want to talk a little bit. So today is the opening day of the Minnesota State Fair.
It's today?
It's today.
Wow.
It's already the end of August. Yep. Today is the opening day of the Minnesota State Fair. You know, when I was a youth pastor here at the Forest Lake campus, when I first started in ministry, this was the day that I would bring the youth kids to Valley Fair. Because I'm thinking, everybody else is at the State Fair. Like, that's the big draw right now. Let's go to Valley Fair. There'll be less people.
Did it work?
Yeah, I think so. I think it worked pretty good. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. But, so, State Fair is open. What do you guys think of the State Fair?
I've only been there once.
Really?
The first year I was in Minnesota, way too many people.
Yeah. A lot.
You know, I'll come back to that conversation of you need a quiet place.
Yeah.
I needed one about 10 minutes after being at the State Fair.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, and that's when you just go sit on the top row of the horse barn and just watch the shows.
Well, that was the bummer thing. They didn't even have horses that year because of the flu. The equine flu was going through.
Oh, that's too bad.
And so, like,
that's a good place to take a break.
The only reason that I went was to see horses. No, it wasn't.
Yeah. And they were shut down.
I know.
Yeah, I heard on the radio driving over here, actually, last year on opening day, there was something like 138,000 people at the fair opening day, and it was a record day. Yeah, honestly, I think this weekend is going to be out of this world with attendance because it's supposed to be mild temperatures.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Shoot.
This is the first year I heard that people were actually camping out so they could be through the doors first.
Yeah, I heard an interview, a guy and his son.
Wow.
And so an adult son, you know, so they're both adults. But, yeah, they camped over, I think he said 24 hours they camped to get into the State Fair.
Wow.
I don't mind going. Like, we'll go down there for August 31st. By the way, if you didn't know this, on Sunday the 31st of August is Maranatha Day at Crossroads Chapel at the State Fair, which we're very excited to get to be a part of. You know, we hand out Bibles and we pray with people and do a kids craft, and you're just there visiting with people, you know. And so, yeah, I don't know if it'll be that day or another day, but Denise and I enjoy walking around for a couple hours. But otherwise, it's like, I don't know. It's not my thing, you know. I don't think I would really miss it. Aside from I love doing things with Denise, I don't think I would really miss going to the fair. When I'm there, it's cool, you know, but it's not a need. How about you, James? You're a young kid. What do you think of the State Fair?
Yeah, I went for the first time last year. So.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like I did a marching band when I was in marching band.
Yeah.
I went there and like walked through it for 45 minutes and then left. And then last year, Scotland is a huge fan of her hometown's fair, which is Escanaba in Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. They have their own state fair because I don't know why. I guess they don't associate as much with downstate because they have their own fully kitted state fair.
No kidding.
Yeah, and she
Wow.
loved it there.
Do they
And
have
so-
one down in the bottom too?
Yep.
Down under?
Yeah, they have like the Michigan State Fair, and then they have the UP State Fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so when she moved to Forest Lake, she was like, you don't go to your state fair? I was like, no, and so we like visited it, and it was all right.
What did she think of it?
She liked it. It was huge. There's like a lot more people, obviously, than would go to the Upper Peninsula one. But
Yeah.
we stopped by the Crossroads Chapel and talked to Dean and Liz. I was a little starstruck seeing it because of talking about it for like 2 years straight.
Yeah,
I had never
yeah.
gone, and then there it was. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
We're here.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they took us around back, and we got to see the just shelves of Bibles just cleared
Yeah,
out by the end. I think we were like there the second or third to last day. So
Yeah.
just crazy, yeah. And what else did we do? We got Martha's cookies. That was fun. What else did we do? We got deep fried Snickers and a deep fried Oreo.
Oh.
And that my chest was hurting for a while. It was the first time that I've actually experienced like heartburn before. Because I just ate, it was so good. I just popped the whole thing in my mouth and just regretted it immediately.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, but it was pretty good.
What are
It
you,
was,
90?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I said that the other day, didn't I? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny. So
but,
you guys
yeah.
aren't really the two to ask, like, what's your favorite state fair food?
Yeah. Well, I have a favorite.
Oh, what is it?
It was that Oreo, even though it hurt. It was so good.
The things that hurt are always our favorite.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. Or maybe like the Martha's cookies, like it would be number one, but I've only ever had them like that was the first time I had them fresh, and we kind of had to be in and out because we were rushing out. I think if I had more time to appreciate them,
Yeah.
probably would have been a bigger fan. But
Yeah.
but this year I want to go to the KFAN booth.
Yeah.
Because they're selling like funny hats, or I can't even remember what the phrase was on them, but I'm just curious about it. So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I was listening to PA a little bit this morning.
Same.
From the fair. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
It's cool to do. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a neat place. One of my favorite things. They have a wild rice burger, and it's in the food building.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's just like if we go, like, that's the thing that I really don't care about it. Like the cheese curds, I'll eat a couple. The fries, I'll eat a few.
Yeah.
Because we share everything, and I'm not a big try thing. I like a corn dog. I don't know the difference between the two dogs. What's the other?
Oh yeah, there's like a weird
corn dog and a, I don't remember.
something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called now. But
Yeah.
Pronto Pump.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if one of them's like a corn batter and one's a flour batter or what. So
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the difference. But I really like that wild rice burger. Like, that's the thing. I have told so many people, you have to get a wild rice burger. It's unbelievable how good this burger is.
So is it a burger made of?
It's a hamburger. I think it just has wild rice mixed into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because
And
I was going to say, I don't see you eating just
Wild
a
rice.
rice
Yeah, no. No.
rice burger.
No. But this is absolutely delicious. And it's greasy. And you put cheese on it, and you can put fried onions on it. And it's like I'm all about sharing. I share, like, I am a very good sharer of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll give away. Not that.
Not that. That's
Yeah. I like my own wild rice burger.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
It's usually in the coupon book, too, by the way.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. State Fair should be a sponsor now because I'm pushing the coupon book.
Yeah, right. Oh man, yeah. I got a crepe. I got one of that from that crepe booth there. I can't remember what it was called, but they make them right there. It's kind of cool. And then Scotland had one of those corn dogs. She really liked that. So, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. My oldest daughter, Emma. So I have two daughters, Emma and Madison. So Emma's the oldest. She can't get enough of the State Fair.
really.
Oh, seriously. Like, last night I was texting with her. She's so excited that the fair is open or was opening today. and they're going to go Saturday and Sunday of this weekend.
Wow.
Like I forget how many times. I don't know if she said they're planning to go like 4 times this year.
Yeah.
Like 4 times, surrounded by 100,000+ people.
That's crazy.
It is. And
Can you get like a 2-week pass?
Frequent flyer. That's what she needs, is a frequent flyer pass. Yeah. It's very interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And does she go there for the food, or?
I think it's the whole deal. Like, she loves being around people. She's very social. She's very bubbly and friendly. I mean, they both are, but I think she just eats up that social activity, you know. Like, even when they were little, she wanted to be by Madison, and Madison would be like, I need a minute, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's just the different personalities. But I think it's wonderful. She loves it, and she makes it happen to go. And I love it when people do that.
Yeah.
You know, you find something you enjoy, and it's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with, if this is what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with going to the state fair every day if you want to. I love it when you find something like you really enjoy it, and then you make that happen.
Yeah.
I think it's so good, you know, and she looks forward to it all year. Like, they get T-shirts, and they got all these different each year T-shirt thing, I think.
Funny.
And, yeah, it's cool. It's very neat. Yeah. I think actually one of Pastor Mike's sons is the same way. They go constantly.
Huh.
Yeah. I think it's cool, man. People find what they love, and it's cool.
Cool.
You want to hear something funny, James?
Yeah.
So this Chris, Denise's friend Chris,
Yeah.
the one that's going to send me the ribeyes, I'm dropping hints again.
Yeah.
They were just in Escanaba
Oh, no kidding.
for their 18th anniversary. They went fishing for salmon and walleye on Lake Michigan.
Oh, sweet.
Nate, you just drop isn't like the world is a small place?
Yeah, that's
isn't it?
super cool.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, Scotland's parents just bought a foreclosure house. It's just like, it was just in shambles.
Yeah.
I got to walk through it with Jason, Scotland's dad. And like I said, it was just like, there had been dogs trapped in the house
man.
at one point, like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they bought one in Escanaba?
Yeah, in
Oh,
Escanaba.
Cool.
And so they live pretty close to downtown now. They renovated it. It took them like a year, and they just poured into that thing, like just
Everything, yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
And
Are they going to verbo it or something, or?
no, they're living in it now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know how long. I don't know like what their plans are with it after, but they're planning on being there. So.
Cool. Oh, that's
yeah,
very cool.
You can see Lake Michigan from their balcony. It's pretty cool.
That's a neat thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool. That's cool. Well, hey, with Denise gone, we have decided to forego the word of the week this week. Yep.
Shucks.
We're sad about it, but she'll come back next week with many, many words. Maybe we'll just hand the whole show over to Denise, and she can do words of the week.
Words of the week.
So right now, what we're going to have to do is take our bottom of the hour break, and then we'll be back with some more thoughts right here on In Pursuit. You're listening to In Pursuit with me, Pastor Bill, a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. If you would like to visit Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus, we have 4 weekend services to choose from. Visit maranathachisago.org to learn more and to check out some past messages. All right, and we're back.
Yay!
And we're back. Let's see, a few really quick things that I want to remind everybody about. Check out the websites for both of our campuses, realchurch.org and maranathachisago.church. And I just want to let you all know Wednesday nights are happening, and that's fun stuff. There's going to be a lot of exciting and new things happening at both churches with the school year coming around. If you'd like to help donate, the Forest Lake campus does something called the Sugar Rush. It's the Sugar Rush. It's right around Halloween every year, and it's a phenomenal kids event. Safe, fun, and an insane amount of candy. So want to encourage you to check that out. The men's conference is happening. Both campuses will be taking part of the State Fair Day at Crossroads Chapel on the 31st. 21st, and at the Chisago campus. I would encourage you, if you're in the area, to look at one of the many home groups and classes we have going on Wednesday nights at the church. Denise and I are going to be doing a marriage enrichment type class starting in September. So a lot of great stuff happening at both churches. Hey, here's what I think I kind of want to get into talking about today. It's kind of a few different thoughts, but one of them is this. So we have coming up at our church at the Chisago campus this weekend, we're doing something called Invite Your Neighbor to Church Weekend. And what we did is a month or so ago, Alice made these little invitations, and we just encourage the church to invite your neighbor, invite your coworker, invite your family member. The goal of it is going to be that we kind of break down some of the myths or ideas, the false ideas people have about God and who He is, and we're going to touch a little bit about the church, some of the false ideas of the church as well. Mm-hmm. And with that, that's kind of where this thought comes in. James, last night you just did a phenomenal job sharing a part of your testimony and a message and leading us in worship and stuff. But you brought up something, you used the term Christianese. How sometimes, we in our circles, we can just get used to talking a certain way and using certain phrases, and it's like we just all understand what that means. Yeah. But then when someone from the outside comes in, like this weekend, where we're hoping and praying that we have a lot of visitors this weekend where we can kind of help debunk some of these myths. Yeah. Well, I think, we got to be intentional here. We can't speak our Christianese language, or they're going to come in and not understand what we're saying. And just when you brought it up last night, James, it just made me think about it, because that's the kind of stuff I think we have to always remember. Definitely. Is that visitor that's coming in, because we want to be reaching unchurched and unsaved people. Unfortunately, a lot of the growth that churches experience is people moving from church to church. Yeah. And what we want to do, Maranatha, it's always been the idea is to draw people to Jesus, people that don't know Him, and to do that, we have to be so careful that we don't speak our Christianese language and talk in a way or assume everybody knows everything when we really don't, Okay. Here's a funny story. I don't know if I told you guys this. So this last Saturday, when we were, for the Kichi Saga stuff, when we were in the park with the airbrush tattoos that we do and stuff, one of the guys from church came up, and we were visiting with them, and they had gone out to breakfast. And they went to the Swedish Inn in Lindstrom. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And so I haven't been there in many years. If I don't even actually know ever. And so he said, and this, I think he said he's German. So he said, I looked at the waitress. I'm looking at the menu. I look at the waitress, and he says, I'll have the UFFDA omelet or breakfast.
What is?
Ufta. Because it's a Swedish restaurant. Yeah. So he didn't know that was any kind of a word. So it's just the UFFDA, and it's Ufta. Everybody from the area knows it's Ufta. That's what we say. It's Ufta. But again, that's what gets me thinking, is like, we got to be so careful. Yeah. And then when someone doesn't understand what we're saying, we have to be very careful that we don't mock them or make fun of them or belittle them because they don't know what we're saying. That's part of where, and again, I know you guys know we do this, but that's where the idea of giving kids Bibles to adults comes from. Because there are so many adults that don't know, which is sad but great that they're coming to churches. Yeah. But adults that come in, and they really are for the most part completely biblically illiterate, meaning they don't know the most basic of stories. Most people have heard of Jesus. Yeah. But in conversations you find out, well, so you know the story of Noah. And when you assume somebody knows that and they don't, then again, this is a little bit of what you talked about last night, James. Yeah. Is one of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to lie and pretend like they know and be afraid to ask questions, or they're just going to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. And for Denise and I, having talked to enough adults that really have no idea, that's where the thought come of like, well, here, read this kid's Bible. because it will give you at least a basic understanding of the Bible and of these major stories. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So you can learn about Jonah and Noah and creation, and you can read about Jesus and Peter and Paul. I mean, you get some of these stories, you know, who Jacob is and Joseph and his coat. I mean, so you get a basic understanding that makes the language that we speak a little easier to understand. And it's just an interesting thing that I think to be intentional about. And, you know, for us as a church and for other believers, the story I just told, the guy that did that, he's listening. He just texted me. I didn't use his name, did I?
No, but now you did.
Aaron Tennis, I'm sorry about that.
What's up, Aaron?
Hey, Aaron.
Awesome. Thanks for texting me. I don't know if I need to apologize. I don't think so, though. Pretty cool guy.
Public on-air apology.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we really do have to be aware, I think, that, you know, it's like we can never assume the people that sit in our churches, like we can never assume everybody understands what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's really the way we want to communicate and share in our private conversations and meeting people in the lobby and at the coffee shop and the donut shop in St. Croix Falls. That Mr. Donut? Is that what it's called, Mr. Donut?
I don't even
Uncle
know.
Donut.
Uncle Donuts. Oh. Good donuts.
Oh, yeah.
They're good donuts. But it's just something for us to be aware of, because we want to be intentional about drawing people to Jesus and not making people feel like, well, you're stupid, you should already know this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's one of my thoughts. But here's another thought I had. This comes from a much more serious conversation with somebody completely other than Aaron. And I talk about this a lot, I think, but I was reminded of it again. And I can say this, it's one of the reasons why I came and stayed at Maranatha and work at Maranatha is because of the ministry mindset. The ministry mindset, the slogan is real people, real church. And it's the understanding that we're all going to go through difficult times. And that when we go through those difficult times, when we struggle, it's not like you just get cast away. That you actually are embraced and surrounded and loved through it. And if it's a sin issue, you're going to be challenged to grow out of that sin but not just say, hey, go fix yourself. Instead, it's like we want to give somebody tools to help navigate that struggle, right? And so I just love that whole mindset, and I got to see it firsthand from somebody I was talking to recently, and there's two kind of facets to the rest of this conversation. And maybe you guys, as I'm talking, you can even think of examples of how this has happened in your lives. But the importance of, first of all, walking with the Lord even when we're in the valleys. Like to remember, I heard someone say years ago, when you're that low, the only thing you can do is look up. But yet we rarely do it. Even as Christians, how often is it like, okay, God, I'm walking through this difficult time. I just want to look to you. I just need you. Instead, a lot of times our gaze is down and we just kind of get stuck in the mud. And so this conversation I was having, and this is somebody that, and actually we'll try and have them on some point to share the story because it's very cool. But just walking through a tough time for quite a while now. But throughout the whole thing, the phrase this person kept saying over and over again is, but I love him and I trust him, speaking of God. I'm looking to him, I'm growing in him. And through that difficult time that this person walked through, I watched, and it was so cool to get to be part of watching it, because I watched the roots of this person's faith go deeper.
Oh.
It really is a beautiful thing. And if you think about it, like when does a plant, when do the roots go deeper? During a drought. When there's a time of, like, if there's too much water, the roots are just on the surface. If it's too easy, the roots are just on the surface. And then when the storms hit, it's easier for that tree or that plant to just get blown away. But when you look for the Lord and you seek the Lord and understand your need for the Lord in those difficult times, in the drought, the roots, they go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that to me, it's like this just builds strength now, you know. And it's one of the things, like I think Paul writes to the Romans, like, rejoice even in your suffering, because suffering produces perseverance or character, and character perseverance hope, or whatever the order is. But it ends with hope and starts with suffering, and that's really what I got to watch in this person, is that hope just pushed down and down and down and down, and now they're starting to see the Lord's hand in this struggle, trusting in, relying on, putting their faith in, crying out to. They saw now seeing the fruit of his hand and what he's been doing. I'm telling you guys what, I am so excited for this to be shared with the church. Yeah. Because we all go through those times.
Yeah.
Every single one of us does. I don't care who you are, you're going to go through difficult times in life.
My most difficult time, I was self-harming and I was suicidal. It was when I first moved to Minnesota, and I had a wonderful counselor, Christian counselor, and she told me to take every thought captive, because I would sit there and talk to her, and she said, well, that doesn't sound like God talking to you. And I'm like, well, no, but...
Yeah.
And it was an incredibly difficult task to do.
Yeah.
It would take me 20 minutes to brush my teeth, because I would have to stop and say, that's not a thought of God, and pray over it. And But it sure brought me closer to God.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great example of that. And what a great bit of advice from somebody.
Yeah.
You know? That's great. But again, that's more and more, I think, to just get in the habit of realizing, like, read the Psalms. How many times was David surrounded by and just crying out to God? It's not if, but when those times are going to hit, and like predetermine. I'm every day I'm going to cry out to God. And why is it important to pray and read your Bible and be involved in church and stuff like that? Because then when the hard times hit, this is already part of your life, and you keep going. You may not want to, but you keep going, and you praise in the storm and understand your praises. I mean, all of these different worship songs we have, but yeah, I think it's just a beautiful picture of the importance of, even in the hard times, especially in the hard times, just draw closer to God. You know. I heard somebody say just the other day, because I listened to different teachings and stuff, and I've been thinking a lot about this, is oftentimes we pray that God would come closer to us, and and we have it backwards. God is already in us. God is there. God is giving us what we need. I mean, it's all right. It's like, no, I need to draw closer to God. I need to go to, because he's there. It's not like he's toying with you. Well, here's I'm just jigging my little fishing rod before you. He's there. He's not playing games. It's like
he's knocking on the door.
It's up to us to draw closer to him, even in and especially in those difficult times.
He's knocking at the door, and we're sitting watching TV.
Exactly right. And he's bloodying his knuckles out there. The second aspect of this thought is, and it comes again from the same person, but it's the importance of the body.
So important.
It's so important, and I think immediately of Hebrews chapter 10, 23 to 25. Do not stop meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but to spur one another on, to continue to find ways to encourage one another. The proverb, iron sharpens iron. I mean, James, confess your sins one to another so you can be prayed for and healed and lifted up and encouraged. All of those have to do with the body. Jesus' prayer, is it John 16 or John 13? But Jesus is praying, and he prays for us that we would be united. Like there would be a bond amidst the body of believers. And if you read the New Testament over and over again, the importance of being unified. Doesn't mean the same, doesn't mean you're never going to argue, doesn't mean you're never going to, disagree and separate for a bit of time, but it's like, where's the, like be there for each other and sharpen each other and challenge and encourage and spur on. And again, this same individual, it's a beautiful example of the value and the importance of the body of Christ.
Yeah.
And kind of getting past the idea of, well, they're going to look down on me because I'm a Christian, and if I'm struggling, what are they going to think of me?
Yeah.
Well, what I have found is, first of all, I love the church because it's the first one I felt that I'm part of the family. And it is a family. And when I speak to people about some of the issues I'm going through, a lot of them say, yeah, that happens sometimes in marriage. Or, yep, you're getting older.
Yeah. James is 90. His hips hurt the other day after the parade.
Sure did.
Yeah, you're right, though. And that's the importance of being in a place where you're okay talking about the struggles.
Yeah.
And knowing you're not alone. You're not the only person that's gone through that.
Yeah.
Or going, or,
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. I remember when I started working at the Chisago Lakes campus, and like that was also the time I started attending. I was just like, I remember the thing immediately that just blew me away. Like every single week, I was just blown away by it. Was just like how close everybody was, and how much they love like worship, and then how much they serve. That was the biggest thing, was serving for me, and being alongside one another. Like I was just like, my brain was exploded just seeing, like, sometimes it was just like the same people every week in some roles, and I'm like, you're not even getting paid, and you're loving this, and you're enjoying it, and you're fellowshipping, and like I couldn't believe it. Like, and the other thing was just being a part of the church body the way I was right away, and not just like some kid, even though I was like some kid, So it just was like, I don't know. I was just my brain was exploded. So, yeah.
It's a great thing, and I think that's the, just speaking of Maranatha, that's an intentional ministry mindset of, hey, we all have our place, and we all can find a place, and whatever your past is, hey, that's what it is. Like when I first started, I remember, because of my drugs and all the bad things I did, I remember sitting in Pastor Mike's office with the business administrator at the time, and I was gonna be starting, and they're like, okay, so, what have you done? Like I was already hired essentially, but because we're gonna find out, like, if you, jail time and stuff like that. I'm like, I haven't, because I just never got caught, But even though there were those thoughts, they saw the value and the potential in the call, and they gave me a chance. And 20 years later, here we're sitting, and it's like, that's the mindset that, and I think it's a mindset of Jesus, because if you look at his ministry and you look at who he called and you look at who was used, it's like, it's not us, it's him in us, and whatever you bring to that point, okay, now go. And everybody's going to struggle. And to get rid of the idea that to be a Christian, to go to church, to be involved, I have to be perfect and I have to pretend to be perfect. It's just it's a very destructive, oppressive way to live.
Well, I know since I started working at the church that I've been called into the principal's office a lot of times for things that I've done wrong.
Who's the principal?
That would be you. Of little social things that I don't do correctly because I just say what's on my mind. And that's not a good thing, I'm learning.
Well, even in that, see and that's good that you bring that up, Alice, because we all receive corrections at one time or another.
Yeah.
And when you're in an environment like this, you receive the correction because it's at a place of wanting best.
Yes.
Not wanting best performance, wanting best for you, wanting best for me, wanting best for James or whoever it is. It's like, hey, here's how we can sharpen one another. And that's, again, where this example of this individual is like the willingness to be vulnerable through the struggle with other people in the church.
Yeah.
Listen now, those relationships are deeper.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so when you're vulnerable and honest with God, kind of like Matt talked about a couple Wednesdays ago, like
Yeah.
your prayer life, just be transparent, be naked before the Lord, spiritually speaking, and like just turn to the Lord in that drought and in that valley. In the same way, to have those people around you. And I'm not big on broadcasting things on Facebook. It's like the world doesn't need to know every one of your struggles because they're not going to handle it properly. But that circle of people, whether it's 1, 3, 12, whatever it is, to have that circle so that they can come alongside of you and support you, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, especially for people like me who, because of my wonderful background, were never allowed to have friends and
Yeah.
be close to people.
Yeah.
And this is completely new, which is why I screw up a lot.
Yeah. But you have people around you to help navigate.
Yes.
And we all screw up. We all make the mistakes. And that's where there's grace and there's mercy, but there's also truth and there's honesty because of wanting best, you know?
Yes.
Like, what do we want to come alongside and encourage, and sometimes that doesn't mean coddling and babying. Sometimes the best thing you can do for somebody is say, what in the heck are you thinking? Like, or yeah, I know your life is hard, but what are you doing? You're just making it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, call me next time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, that's the spur one another on. It's not this cater to, coddle, say all the nice things
Yeah.
and just so you feel good. I'm telling you what, if I start going sideways, I don't want somebody to just say what I want to hear, because pretty soon I'm going to be off the deep end, and
Yeah.
then where are you going to be? Like, that's where we need the body so much, and it's biblical to rely on the body. I think this is why Jesus wanted us to be so
Yes.
together and unified. You know, it's like, sharpen one another. Don't stop meeting together. There's so many people today, they don't want to be a part of a church, and I get in some cases why. But when you're not, you miss out on so much of the maturing and the growing and the support. And like, to call somebody and, man, I'm struggling, and they pray with you, like that
Yeah.
counselor, to say, well, that doesn't sound godly, or hey, take these thoughts captive. The Lord
Yep.
has equipped you to do that. Oh, that's sharpening, and it's such a great thing, you know?
Yeah, that reminds me of something. I can't remember who it was. I heard, so like, just talking about, like, if you want to, like, people who want to be away from the church and who can do it on their own type of thing, a lot of times it being from, like, church hurt or something like that.
Yeah.
The guy said that it was Brandon Lake. It was at a Brandon Lake concert. He said it. He said, if you're struggling with church hurt, and he was like, you may have gotten food poisoning once, but you got to eat again at some point.
That's
Thought that was pretty good.
That's a great way to look at it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's easy to just throw your hands up and walk away, but you miss out then, you know? Just got to find the right place. You know, and that's why I think it's so great that there's different churches. There's different flavors, you know?
Yeah.
Different personalities, different identities, and it's just it's just so great that find the one that fits you, that's Bible based, but be a part of a body. Get plugged in, you know, because I'm very excited for you guys to hear this story. And like I said, we'll have them in here sometime, but also I just encouraged them, like, you got to write this, because it's a real-time example of turning to God through a valley, and not just a bad day, but this is it was ongoing, but turning to God, devotion to God, relying on God, trusting in God, crying out to God, all that stuff, but then also doing the same thing with the body. And both of those relationships with God and with the body have grown deeper. And I'm so proud of this individual, because honestly, a lot of us don't do this.
Yeah, we just slide by.
Yep. It's just like, well, I'm going to just look down and mope around or whatever. And it's like, it's just so impressive to me. and to get to see it all firsthand, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, if you're listening or you listen to this now, I know that every one of us, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, where you live, what color you are, I know every one of us are going to have hard times. And I want to encourage you today with this. Look to God. Stay focused on God. Keep your faith in God, even in the tough times. If you're down in the valley, look up, because He's there. I think of Psalm 139, where can I go from your presence? Whether I'm on the mountain peak or in the valley, God is right there. So look to God even in those struggles. And if you are not part of a Bible-believing, Spirit-filled church, I want to encourage you to find one, because it can make all the difference in the world in our lives to be surrounded. And I believe this Hebrews chapter 10 scripture is so applicable for the day and age that we live in, where people just wander away and they just feel like they don't need to go there. Well, maybe you don't need to, but you need to.
Because it will change your life.
It will change your life. Yeah. And I know either one of our campuses, if you don't have a home, come check us out, because you will feel the love of God and the love of the body. Man, I hope you all have a great day. God bless ya.
Thanks for joining In Pursuit with Pastor Bill and me, Denise. We hope you will tune in next Thursday at noon as the pursuit continues. In Pursuit is a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio, on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the owner.